This is an ad by Regain Couples Therapy. Let's be honest. Loving your partner doesn't mean you always like them, and guess what? That's normal. Regain, powered by BetterHelp, offers couples therapy that's flexible, affordable, and 100% online. Whether you're reconnecting or working through conflict, Regain is here to support you both. See why people wish they'd tried couples therapy sooner. Visit regain.com/couplespod to get 10% off your first month. That's regain.com/couplespod.
If you're a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility and your machinery isn't working right, Grainger knows you need to understand what's wrong as soon as possible. So when a conveyor motor falters, Grainger offers diagnostic tools like calibration kits and multimeters to help you identify and fix the problem. With Grainger, you can be confident you have everything you need to keep your facility running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey friends, I'm Jonathan Smith, and this is Jump In with Jonathan, the podcast that makes you think, smile, and take action. Are you ready to jump in this show with me? Let's go. Hello, and welcome to Jump In with Jonathan. I am your host, Jonathan Smith. I want to say thank you so very much for taking the moment to listen to the podcast today. We're going to be diving into something today that is free, powerful, and world-changing. It is the topic called kindness. We are in a world today where kindness is lacking all throughout the world. There's no kindness between fellow humans. There's no kindness between countries. There's no kindness anywhere in this world. And today, if there's something that you and I all need, is for someone to be kind. As I begin to think about kindness, think about the last time you gave a stranger a compliment. Think about the last time you held the door for a stranger, whether it be male or female. Think about the last time that you just smiled at someone to let them know that you was appreciative of them. Think about the last time somebody did that for you and how it lifted your day. That is what I call the magic of kindness. And what that does is that allows you and I to spread kindness one to another. That encourages me to be more kind to my fellow humans on earth. That encourages you to be kind, no matter how bad your day may be, no matter how good your day may be. It encourages you to be kind. So I think one of the questions that you would ask me today is why kindness matters. Well, kindness matters because it is how we let other people know that they are loved. This is the kind of thing that you and I do to let people know that they are cared for. This is the kind of thing to let people know that they're not alone. I was speaking with a group of people here recently, and I told them that just being kind by sending a text to someone and saying, hey, I'm thinking about you. Hey, I love you. Hey, I care about you. Hey, is things going good in your life? What can I do to help you? What can I do to encourage you? What can I do to lift you up? That is an act of kindness. Reaching out to the homeless man on side or the homeless woman on side of the street and handing them money is an act of kindness. Going over to your neighbor who you've not seen in a day or two that you may not ever talk to, say, hey, I've not seen you out. I just want to check on you to make sure you're okay. That is an act of kindness. Kindness today is something that you and I have forgotten about. Sometimes I think we put barriers up because we may not agree with someone politically. We may not agree with the lifestyle of someone. We may not agree with many things about them. And you and I put a barrier up. And by putting that barrier up, it allows us not to be kind. Today, when we think about being kind, I remember being in an airport line one day, and I was tired and frustrated, and the person in front of me turned and smiled and said, long day, huh? Hang in there. And man, that gave me the encouragement to be that much more kind to all the other people around me who was frustrated, who was getting angry, who said, my God, will this line ever go any, will this line ever move? Will this line ever speed up? That simple human connection didn't fix my day, but it changed the outlook of my day. When I think about kindness, small random acts of kindness can create a ripple effect. I think about times that I've been in a restaurant and someone's paid for my meal, and I've turned around and paid for somebody else's meal, and then somebody else pays for somebody else's meal. That is the ripple effect that you and I need to cause. When someone experiences kindness, as I've already said, they're more likely to pass it on. What else do you think about this of kindness? Why else kindness? Not only does it matter, but there's a psychological value of kindness as well. Man, I've never run into a group of people like I've run into now that are depressed, discouraged, brokenhearted. Their world seems like it's caving in on them. They don't know where to turn to next. I walked up to somebody the other day, and man, they were down in the dumps, and they was explaining everything that was going on in their life, and I was like, gee whiz, I'm glad I'm not there. I'm glad I'm not in their life right now. But I was kind by opening my ears to listen to what they had going on. When I think about a psychological context of kindness today, studies show kindness releases feel-good hormones like oxytocin and dopamine, which reduces stress, and it boosts happiness. Everybody's looking for how to be happy. Everybody's looking for how to live a life less stressful. And I'm on it myself. There's anti-anxiety medicine, there's anti-stress medicine, there's all of these different medicines out there. And all of those are good, and I recommend if you need to take them, to take them. But sometimes just an act of kindness can change that. Acts of kindness can lower blood pressure, can lower anxiety. Being kind, letting someone on the interstate, being kind, holding the door for someone, being kind by complimenting someone. Someone may have had anxiety that morning when they woke up and was not very self-confident in what they were wearing and how they were dressed and how their hair looked or how their makeup looked or whatever. And you may say, hey, I want to let you know that outfit looks nice, or your makeup looks nice, or your hair looks nice. And by giving that compliment, you have reduced their anxiety and you have boosted their self-confidence. Communities with higher levels of trust and kindness report better overall well-being. We talk about, and I've already mentioned this, the pay it forward movements, where someone goes through the drive-through and pays for someone's meal, and the next person pays for someone's, and the next person pays for someone's, and the next person pays for someone's, and the chain of kindness has been distributed. One small gesture inspires one small gesture inspires a chain reaction. Kindness is contagious. Just like a bad mood is contagious, just like anger is contagious, just like bitterness is contagious, just like malice is contagious, just like pride is contagious, kindness is very contagious. Now, how can I be kind every day? What is it that I can do to be kind? Well, let's get practical. You might be thinking, okay, kindness is powerful, but how can I do that in my life? Well, I've already said this, but I'll do it again. Compliment someone genuinely. People rarely forget a genuine compliment, especially when they're having a hard day. Don't be afraid to step outside of your box. And I'm not talking about doing this with bad intent, but don't be afraid to step out of your box and say, you know what? I just want to let you know you're a really nice person. Or, hey, I appreciate what you did for me. Compliment them. Let them know that you've thought of them. Let them know that you are grateful for how they treated you. If they're unkind for you, say thank you for being unkind for me. You say, why would I do that? Because what that does is that lets you know how you would not want to treat other people. Send someone a thoughtful message. And I talked about this a little bit in the introduction. All you got to say is, hey, just wanted to let you know I appreciate you. That 10-second effort could mean the difference of them having a good day or a bad day. There are days that I go through my life and my wife would just text me out of the blue, and I could be having a horrible day. My wife just texts me out of the blue, hey, I love you so much, or hey, I appreciate all the hard work, or hey, keep doing good on your podcast. I just listened to one of your episodes. I really enjoyed it. It helped me out. It was recorded good. It sounded good. All of these different things. What does that do? That changes the day. Also, help without being asked. You see someone struggling to get their groceries in their car, help them. You see someone at Lowe's or Home Depot or the hardware store struggling putting lumber in the back of their truck or getting a shopping cart in the store, help them. See today that kindness will go a long ways in building relationships with others. Practice, this is a tough one. Practice kindness online. Don't be a jerk to people online. If you see something that someone posted and you disagree with it, don't be a jerk. Just go through it and say, you know what, I'm going to be kind. The internet at times is very harsh, and people on the internet will leave critical comments, rude comments, nasty comments. They will curse at you. I call them keyboard warriors. They don't have anything else to do in their life but to sit behind the keyboard and be jerks to people. But instead of that, leave a comment that shows kindness, respect, love, or just like their post to show that you was scrolling through and you was showing support to that person. Also, learn to be kind to yourself. Sometimes our harshest critics are ourselves. There are times in my life that I will record a podcast episode and I'll go back and listen to it. I'll be like, my God, I ain't uploading that, delete. And there I've wasted 10 or 15 minutes of my time recording it. Sometimes I listen to it and says, this ain't going to go over very well. And it goes over extremely well. I was listening the other day to a popular preacher online, and he was making a statement that he wrote a song one time, and he said, after they recorded it, he looked over at some people and said, this song is awful, this song is terrible, I don't know that I like this song. And all of a sudden that song goes to number 1 on the charts. It was "Oh Come to the Altar." So never take for granted the work that you put in each and every day. There are times in our work each and every day that you and I thinks it will go unnoticed, but fortunately for us, there's someone out there that notices. I was somewhere the other day, somebody came up to me and they said, hey, don't you do a podcast? And I was like, yeah, I do a podcast. And they said, can I have it? I want to listen to your podcast. I said, which one do you want? I run 2. I run Just the Bible Will Do podcast, which is a Bible study podcast. I do this one here called Jump In with Jonathan. It's a more secular podcast. We talk about a host of many things. And they said, I want both of them. And they said, you know what? While I'm on there, go ahead and give me your YouTube channel. I want to go ahead and subscribe. I don't want to miss an episode. And man, that encouraged me that I know my work is helping other people. So learn to be kind to yourself. Kindness starts inward. The way you treat yourself sets the tone for how you'll treat others. Kindness is not always about leaving a large tip on a table. It's not always about being seen, but kindness is being there when no one else sees you there. Kindness doesn't need you to wave a flag, say, oh, look, I'm being kind to somebody. No. Kindness needs you to be silent and help that person in their darkest need. Consistency matters in kindness. Don't be kind to one person and be rude to the next person, then be kind to one person and be rude to the next person. No, what you need to do is be kind to every man, woman, boy, and girl. So my challenge directly for all of you today is this week I want you to intentionally do 3 acts of kindness. They don't have to be huge. Just something that makes someone else's day a little brighter. And then I want you to write down these things. I want you to notice how it makes you feel after you show that act of kindness. And I want you to write that down. I want you to write it down how it made them feel by you showing kindness. And then I want you to write down, if there was others around you when you showed kindness to this person, how it made the others around all of these people feel. And let it encourage you. Kindness is one of the few things where the return is always bigger than the effort you put in. As I finish up today, if you take this challenge, I want you to share your story on social media. And I just said don't wave a flag saying, look, I was kind to someone, but I want you to share your story on social media. Whether it be YouTube, whether it be Instagram, whether it be Facebook, wherever you share it. You don't have to video it. I just want you to come back to your car or go back to your office and say, hey, look, I shared this kindness today. And this is how the kindness affected me. This is how the kindness affected the other person. And this is how the kindness affected the others around that other person. And tag me in it, because I'd love to hear how your simple act of kindness made a difference in your life, in someone else's life, and in the lives around the others around you both. Hey, thank you for jumping in with me today on Jump In with Jonathan. Remember, one small act of kindness can start a ripple you'll never see the end of. Let's make the world a little better, one act at a time. Thank you so very much for listening to the podcast today. Like, follow, share, subscribe to the podcast, no matter where you find it. Again, don't forget, a little act of kindness will go a long ways. Until next time, this is your host, Jonathan Smith. Let's jump in together and be kind to the world around us. Thank you for listening to today's episode on Jump In with Jonathan. And keep in mind that life is better when you jump in. Have a blessed day.
Your kids could get free or low-cost health coverage from Medicaid or CHIP. Even if you've applied before, they may be eligible now. Kids up to age 19 are covered for checkups, vaccines, dentist visits, hospital care, and more. And if they already have Medicaid or CHIP, remember to renew every year. Visit insurekidsnow.gov or call 877-KIDS-NOW. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.